thought might like help pay the bills might just start up an OnlyFans. But this is the only kind of box you're going to see getting smashed. Hello everyone, how you going? Welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to see what I've done to this. So there is a rare opportunity where Willie has a gap on his hoist. So I'm going to load the super up on the dyno, take it down to Willie's place, chuck it on the hoist, quickly pull the box out, then probably just take the super home. So I don't have to store it there because it's going to be waiting on parts anyway. It's not like I can fix it in one day. So I'll get it there, get the box out, get it out of his way so I'm not a pest. Also got to pick up some wheels as well, so it'll be handy taking the dyno because I can use the tyre rack. But yeah, get it out, see what I've done, order some parts and go from there. But definitely the new third gear and the slider for the 3.4. Hopefully that's all I've damaged. I was a little bit of a child by continuing to drive, even though I knew I'd damaged third. So hopefully debris from the dog gears that I chipped didn't mess up any other gears, otherwise that'll be a very expensive spur of the moment dumb decision. Anyway, first things first, load up the car, get to Willie's, take the box out. Well, she's all loaded up now. I'm supposed to be selling this because it's not actually big enough, but it's been really convenient the last few times I've needed to use it, so I really am quite keen on either keeping it or just getting a bigger transporter, one of the two. But I feel like I took my chances with the A-frame for far too many years, and it's just so bloody convenient to be able to load up a car and take it away. Time to find out how much damage I've done. Do. Now the exciting moment. Pull this thing apart and see what exactly I have done. Oh, it's time to disassemble this thing and see. I know what damage I've done, but see if there's any more damage inside there. And as I am Christchurch's certified Samsonas Sequential technician, being my first time doing this, you get to learn with me. So first thing I'm going to do is take the input shaft out. So I'm not going to lie, I did watch a YouTube video moments ago on how to do this. So yeah, basically first things first, going to get the input shaft out, going to make sure the gearbox is in neutral, because if you look here, we've got that's our gear position sensor, so that's all in a specific location, driven off like a rotating thing on the inside of here. So if you pull it apart neutral, then put it back together on first. Everything you got set up in your ECU for your flat shift, to your gear positions, for all that stuff is all going to be wrong. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is you damage it. So yeah, the tip was start in neutral, put it back together in neutral, and you should not have any problems. Well, I guess you could start them first and return it in first, but anyway, it's just easier to just start in neutral. So we'll pull this off, get this input shaft out, and then start taking parts off the rear of the box. Now, yeah, rightio.
You're weak, Scott.
Hey?
You're weak.
I am. Do you have?
Vice grips.
Vice grips.
The man on the YouTube video was a bit stronger, wasn't he?
He had longer vice grips. certainly made it look a lot easier. What a count. Cool, that is our shifter linkage out of the way. It is in neutral still. This is for my benefit more than yours, so that I know. So now we've got to get all these outside bolts off, and then we can separate the box. Brilliant.
What did they do before rattle guns?
Everything slowly.
Everything was slow in the olden days.
Yep. Oh yeah, that one. That's way easier.
Fuck yeah.
Right, well, there's technically time to make a mess. So,
Stick it up on its end, I suppose.
yeah, gotta upend it and give the casing a tap, and I mean, we could potentially do it lying down with the two of us, because I've just done it.
I would be inclined to lift it up, so that there isn't like load on the gears pulling it down.
Right. Attempt to grab some of it.
Just get the thing to slide under there.
Cool. Hopefully that's not. Well, quick interruption, and we just made a Samsonas Sequential input shaft removal tool. So, wind those bolts in, and they'll stop just under there, and then you can thread a bolt through the top and use a slide hammer to pull it out. Since we've got two Samsonases, I guess it was worth the effort. So here we have our input shaft tool, so a couple of bolts that will butt up against there, threaded in the end, slide hammer can thread into that. Theoretically, a couple of tuggies, that should be coming out. See how this goes. Just like that.
Easy.
Now for attempt of number 2, or I just lied to you guys and said this was attempt number 1. No. What else could be stuck now? And I don't think it was the input shaft that was stopping us.
Nope.
So we took the top cover off to try and find out why it was stuck. It wasn't the input shaft, but I guess that's out the way now anyway. That's the first look inside the gearbox for you. But this. So I'll be honest, I watched a video by Frank Kelly of how to disassemble and service a Samsonas before I started. But the older versions did not have this here on the side. This is oil squirters, so you can feed you can get an external pump and run a cooler and then use that to squirt oil on the gears. So the older ones, like that one down there, doesn't actually have that. So the tutorial I watched didn't have it either. Alright, now there's an updated tutorial on the internet. So
Put old Frank Kelly out of business.
yeah, just gonna pop this funny looking contraption off. And there we go. Now, undo all of these, and well, yeah, I guess at least there's just the bottom two, and then I can slide the cover off. Just going to quickly check, make sure these aren't different lengths or anything dumb like that. So I don't need to remember where they go, but they look exactly the same. So now, theoretically, off she comes. It is quite a cool looking thing, to be honest. So, what have I done? We've got the box apart now, and just had a quick go over it. So these are the gears. So you got first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. So third gear was the gear I was having issues with. And I'll try, if you can get in here, let's see, one of the worst dogs on the slider there. It's chipped. Don't know how well you can see that. I'll just move that so you can get it better with the camera. So it's got, anyway, chips in the slider and on the gear itself. That's probably one of the bad ones. So, to be honest, I expected it to be much worse, considering it wouldn't even hold gear. But I guess the slider, 1, 2, there's only like 2 of them that aren't destroyed. So it was probably just the slider was popping off, because they're supposed to have like a bit of an angle so that it like sort of locks in so that it can't fall out of gear. But if you've taken off the edges, then it can slip out or not potentially go all the way in properly. So yeah, it held on decel because obviously I hadn't mucked up the dogs on the back side of it, but it wouldn't hold on acceleration. So the rest of them, they're not too bad. There's a couple of chips in a couple of them, but I think I'm just going to order a new slider and third gear. I have heard of a guy down in Timaru that repairs them as well, so I'll buy brand new ones, install them, get the car back running, and then I'll send these off to him and I'll see if he can repair them. If not, oh, no big deal. But if he can, then it'd be nice to have good spares, because to be perfectly honest, third gear is the one that I will mess up the most. 1-2 shifts are normally pretty good, so you'd think they're all pretty good being a sequential. But it's all heat of the moment, you know. Did you pull hard enough? To be honest, heat of the moment I probably do pull hard enough. That's probably actually when I'm just casually cruising and I just get too lazy, because it does go into gear quite nicely. Just give it a wee tap, don't tap it hard enough.
Maybe your new name can be Gearbox Bugger.
Yeah, so yeah, thought might like help pay the bills, might just start up an OnlyFans, but this is the only kind of box you're going to see getting smashed. I heard it's good for racing careers. Oh well, I'll order the bits. I'm going to put the casing and stuff back together so I don't lose anything and it doesn't get full of crud while we wait for it. But it is all in stock. So all I need is the serial number off it, and might even have it by the end of the week, if not early next week, and get back out racing again. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next one, hopefully when all the bits arrive and we get to reassemble this.